If you are hosting a podcast and you want to know how to actually just take the audio from your live stream and turn it into a podcast episode, then you want to tune into this video because that's what I'm about to address. All right, so here's how you take the audio from a Facebook Live or maybe even an Instagram Live if you save it and load it to like an editing software and then play with the audio a little bit. Okay, so I kind of just told you what to do. You take the video, you download it, you put it into a program that will allow you to strip the audio. And then I highly recommend, especially if you don't have a really good mic like a Blue Yeti or a really good mic to use for your live stream, then you definitely want to take your audio into an editing program and put some finishing touches on it, because depending on where you're recording, you could have ambient noise. It may not be a good audio recording at all, and so you want to amp up the audio as much as possible from that live, because you have to remember, when people are listening to podcasts, they no longer have a visual distraction like this for video. All they have is the audio. So if you want them to stay tuned in, you gotta put in a little bit more effort to actually make sure that your audio is good enough for them to actually stay tuned, because they will just change the channel, like literally just to the next channel and go to something else. So that is how you can actually take a Facebook Live or Instagram Live or even like a recording like this. Just strip the audio from it, clean it up, load it to your podcast. I definitely recommend if you're using a site like an Anchor, like not an Anchor, but like Anchor, a site like that, then add, your podcast intro and outro so that it's a more sandwiched piece of content and not just like a random piece of audio. But I also did something on my Learn with AC podcast, because I told you that I created the podcast for people on the go. I wanted you to have access to the content as well. But what I did was I actually labeled one of my episodes, and this was a test, but I labeled one of my episodes car episode, like letting them know I am literally in a car. So it was almost like preparing them to let them know that this episode may not be as crisp sounding as the other episodes that you've heard. It's not necessarily an excuse. I actually feel like it's really good transparency, so they're not like playing it where they go, oh my gosh, what happened here? Like they already kind of knew ahead of time that there might be a little bit of a change in the audio quality compared to the previous episodes. So hope that advice helped you. Drop a comment if you have any more questions about this topic. If you have any questions at all about video marketing, drop a comment as well. I am here to help you and to be your resource. I'm Anesha Collins, founder of Learn with AC and owner of Unashamed Imaging, where I shoot weddings and make pretty people look even more beautiful than they already are without Photoshop. Bye.